Welcome back to episode 329 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast.
Put a couple of dumb Minnesotans behind a mic, sprinkle in a crazy Canadian, and it's a Gong Show Super Show.
You know, sometimes I forget that people listen or watch this show for the first time. I'm Josh.
I'm Phil.
That's Phil, and that's Baba Louie.
Hi.
Mm-hmm. Hi. Well, Phil, we got to start right off the bat. You got invited to a very top secret, very exclusive, muckety muck, high roller, NHL royalty event today. Spill the tea. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was absolutely fantastic. Brent Wallace, I'll name drop that, former employee of TSN. Yeah.
I'm sure he loves it every time you mention him. It's, the guy fired by TSN.
Anyways, Brent's a great man. And he gave me a call yesterday, and I thought he wanted to come over and hang out, but he didn't. He wanted to give me tickets to the prime face-off inside the NHL extravaganza Brady Tkachuk debut. So it was great.
Wait a minute. This is the famous show that you confess nobody in Canada watches last year.
Yes. Yes, apparently lots of people watch it. I was wrong. I was incorrect because the place was, well, it wasn't, I mean, it was an invite only thing, but it was
Sure.
it was hustling and bustling. So I took Hasselhoff. It was great. He played hooky from school today, and I brought him to this event in the afternoon. What really sucked was that his mom got a call from the school because dad forgot to call the school. And so my battery took a beating on my phone today. It's okay. I didn't answer. And so we got there around 3:30. It was fantastic. Saw lots of people that I recognized from the television. And I didn't say hi because that'd be weird. So I just walked by them all. And Cole and I went and took our seats. And Brent said hello. Brady Tkachuk came in. And he prepped up the audience, and he said, "I hope you like watching my face for the next hour." And he left out the back door, and we never saw him again. So he didn't even stay. Well, why would he? I mean, why would he? I mean, it was more of a media event thing, and it was. So I got to watch a full episode of this television show you guys all watch.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
That was good. Yeah,
you like it?
Watch another one though. It's not my jam. It's not
really.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I love this sort of stuff.
Listen, I get it's like behind the scenes, raw and unedited. It's edited. I mean,
anytime there's a camera on, you perform to it.
Correct. It's just not for me. That's all. Like I'm a nerd, man. I like watching like YouTube lectures, and I don't know. I'm not one to watch reality TV too much.
Mm-hmm.
I
guess if this is reality TV, this is
I don't know
as I can go.
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm the weird one. Cole loved it. He was like, that was awesome. And I was like, yeah. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like I said, I need a psychologist to figure out why, like, don't meet your heroes. And I didn't want, like, Brady walked right past me. I was like, like, I didn't want to say hi or anything, I just,
you do need a psychologist.
Yeah. I want him to be a mysterious enigma on the ice. I want all my athletes and movie stars to be away from me. Yeah.
Well, here's the most important question, though. Did Cole think his dad was cool?
No, of course not.
No.
But he did. He did put his arm around me, and I have photographic evidence that there's still some love in my son for me, which is great.
There you go.
Yeah. I was really proud of my boy there, yeah.
Well, once again, now Phil, the big time. Phil, the diva, the celebrity, is getting invited to red carpet events. And...
I'm pretty sure you could win a couple of these tickets on the radio at some point too, and Brent, for the record, Brent didn't acknowledge my existence at the event. He just walked by me. Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to be seen by you.
He does it. It was like my girlfriends in high school. I don't want to be seen in public with you. I just want you to come over.
Right.
You're a chat commenter friend to Brent, I think.
Yeah, I think Brent just vents to me. I have a lot of I know who he likes and who he doesn't like. So, but I'm not telling who. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, boys, a huge moment for us a couple hours ago. A long time coming, but our first repack, Gong Show Reloaded Founders Edition, we launched our pre-sale in the Discord.
Yeah, baby.
I was testing furiously, very nervous, of course, because I didn't want people to go to order it and have their computer blow up or something like that because I configured the e-commerce site wrong or anything like that. But so far, smooth sailing. So happy
How'd you
about
test
that.
it? How did you test it? How did you test the
Well, I tested with you earlier in the day.
42, 42?
Phil played the part of a Canadian, which is kind of hard for him to do at times.
A little bit.
And we tested US orders, Canada orders, but we were all good there. So we're going to keep our commitment to our beloved community and have the pre-order for Reloaded up in Discord for the next probably 24, 48 hours, something like that, before we release it to everyone. So I guess if you were on the fence about joining Discord and you want Reloaded, probably now's the time to go ahead and get that done. Because it's a first come, first serve. And once they're gone, they're gone. But just overall, again, really, really excited and humbled by the interest people have shown. And we're really, really hoping that all the work we put into the product will live up to people's expectations. Because I mean, we want to make people happy with this. That's when business is kind of fun, when you can delight your customers, and that's always the goal. And so we hope people like it. And if you have constructive feedback, please give it to us. We want to get better in everything that we do. That's we've always kind of had that mantra. But I don't know, how does it feel to have this up for sale? I guess
It's awesome. Real. Our thoughts and imaginations from a long time ago are on in a tangible product that people are going to hold soon. It's a great feeling. It's a great. It's a beautiful thing seeing something through. Whether it works or not, we don't know yet. But we saw it through. Yeah. Almost. We're almost there.
We tried.
Yeah, we tried.
Oh, and then last thing on Reloaded is the early mid next week. We hope to be shipping orders out. So that's the plan. I can't wait for people to get these in hand and see what cards they get. Got to move on to Rip Party, and I have to start with the mea culpa because I am a dummy.
What does that mean?
That means like I have to acknowledge how stupid I am. It's just a fancy way of saying it.
Again?
Mea culpa?
Mea culpa, yeah.
Mea culpa. Is that Latin?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I've been going on and on and on about Rip Party happening live from the beautiful Mint Inc. on Friday, November 8th, which is great, except that Friday is November 7th.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's on Friday, guys. Whatever Friday.
Friday.
No one listens to dates. Come on.
Somebody, and I'm so happy, but somebody in the comments on our last show were like, Josh, are you familiar with how calendars work? Like,
Amazing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Oh, God.
It's not your fault. You were born on a leap year. So Josh is actually only 6 years old.
Dumb. I mean, that's the greatest thing that ever happened on this show is naming it the Gong Show, because that is such a stupid Gong Show moment where I was like, there's no way that November, it is November, it's the 7th. It's Friday, November 7th, Rip Party. So if you took off work on the 8th, I'm sorry.
It's the Friday when the expo is going on. I've never said the date ever. People expect more from you, though, so I understand.
Expo Friday. Expo Friday.
Louis got it.
Expo Friday. There we go. Well, the list of the honored donors list, it keeps growing and growing. It's crazy. Like every day, more and more names. We've had to go to 3 columns now. We might have to go to 2 pages soon. But we had an anonymous donor. I'm assuming, Phil, that the person that committed the case wants to be anonymous.
Oh, yes. We never talked about that, but we know them. They want to be anonymous. That's right.
So that is why they're on there. I'm dumb at most things, but not everything.
Yeah. That's like me. Perfect. We're the same. So the 3 of us, Louis, Phil, and Josh, we all make one whole person.
We make like 75% of a smart person, right? That's when you add it all up. But yeah, I mean, we're up to, I want to say almost 50 boxes already, or items. I mean, well, there's been not just boxes, a signed Slavkovsky jersey, signed AM34 puck, which Phil can't win, unfortunately. Beautiful there.
I added one. Did you see? I added game used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you, Phil. joining the spirit of giving.
Well, okay, I got to be honest. It fell out of my gym bag one day when I was going to mail it for a guy who won it on Friday Nights with Phil, and he emailed me like last month. He's like, "Hey, I won a box like 8 months ago." I was like, "Oh my god, I'm such a loser. I'm so sorry." And then I was like, "I don't know where it is. I have no idea." And I looked it was I guess it fell out of my gym bag. It was underneath my truck seat. So I said, "What do you want me to do?" And he said, "Just donate it to Rip Party. I don't care anymore." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Well, that's not from you. That's from him.
Yeah, it's not for me. That's what I'm telling you right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's Anonymous?
What?
Just kidding. Funny.
With the way the show started, yeah, that's would be right on par for us to do. Yeah, so almost 50 boxes. We need more. I want to get over 100 boxes so Baba Louie can't sleep that night. That's my only goal for Rip Party, is to ruin his life and make sure that he gets no sleep that night. And I want to see him at the console delirious at 4 a.m. when we're still giving away boxes.
I think 70 is good.
Oh, Phil, you and me are going to bed at 10:30.
Oh,
Baba
Louie's
Louie's
gonna
staying
finish
up
her
all
off.
night.
Yeah, 10:30 for me already. That's a compromise for me.
No.
That's fine.
If you want to join the honors, okay. If you want to join the honors,
okay, not okay. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
with the suit you have planned, you should stay up all night in that. That's
I should.
yeah. We'll find some rocket fuel for you. Okay, if you do want to join the honored donors list and play a meaningful part of a night that celebrates the hobby, where when everyone gives, everyone wins, you got to just reach out to us. There's a million ways to donate. If you want to ship us boxes that you have on hand, go ahead and do that. You can do our P.O. box or reach out to Phil in Canada. An easy way to donate is to either call Mint Inc. or because that's where Rip Party is. So you can buy boxes right from them and say, hold them from Rip Party and make sure that they attach your name, or you can send us money and we'll buy at Mint Inc. on your behalf. Any way you feel comfortable doing it, we'll do our best to accommodate. And if you can't donate, don't worry. We've all been in that situation. This is a give if you can deal, and definitely no judgment.
Oh my God, don't even
anyone.
like if you have to think, can I swing it? Yeah, that's a no. 100% no. Say charity starts at home. I said that before. Very adamant about that.
And remember, Rip Party 2 will be live streamed on YouTube Friday, November 7th, apparently. Starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be coming to you from the beautiful Mint Inc. shop in Vaughan, Ontario. And it's getting real, boys. I mean, it's like, I feel like, I was telling, I think, Phil this the other day. I feel such a huge relief that we have enough product where we know we have a show now. Like, if we had, like a half a box of O-Pee-Chee paper and like 3 packages of penny sleeves to give away, I would have been a little bummed out by that. But the generosity, I'm just blown away by. So thank you to everyone for that. Philip.
Hello.
Hey, Govdom. Friday Nights with Phil's tomorrow. What's going on?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. So we have Pardon?
You know what's going on?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
yeah. Let me give it a whirl here.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a special show tomorrow. We have a Discord member named Bill Brasky, that real son of a bitch, Bill Brasky. It's part of the bit. I'm not actually calling the guy the word. But he's coming on to not show cards. Well, he might show cards. I'm not sure. But he's coming on to talk about good old Oli Lefse, also known as Mario Lemieux. So the good listener and the good watcher is in tune for a good event, because I don't know a lot about Mario. I know just the bare minimum by default. But he's a legend and he's a champion, and he is held in the highest regards in the NHL record books and in the hearts of Canadians. So I think it's important that we dive a little deeper into Mario Lemieux. I know Bill has made a comment or two, and I've made a couple of jokes about Mario Lemieux, but I think Bill has watched the Gong Show long enough to know that we're not serious. So I'm very excited to meet him digitally, and he's coming on. California Dave will be there. He's my sidekick forever and always. And I'll be opening up artifacts as well and be giving away a box of artifacts from Out of the Box, my LCS. And that's what's going to go down tomorrow night.
Did you you going to do a live camera test with Mr. Brasky?
Maybe.
No, potato cams, Phil.
Oh yes, you're right, Louis. Yeah. No, everything was working great last week until we hit the record button. As soon as that record button hit, everything
Are
went
you
really
serious?
not good.
That's so stupid. All
It was
right.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot, and it was really horrible because Lucas is a internet specialist programmer guy, so he was like mortified. He's like, I don't know why it's doing this. I'm like, hey, we never do either. Yeah.
We don't judge for tech issues because we know we've had our fair share.
Well, it made no
Oh,
sense,
yeah.
right? As soon as we hit pause, his screen goes good too. It's like, one day we'll be able to afford a tech guy, I think. Maybe.
Well, speaking of artifacts, is of course another big release week. 25-26 Artifacts is out. The Demidov is now upon us. So join Grant and GP Sports for a loaded night of breaks this Friday night. He'll be live on the GP Sports YouTube channel. Whether you're into breaks or just like to watch, like Phil, it's a pretty fun way to spend your Friday evenings. Head to gpsportcards.com right now. Get your spots before they're gone. Grant will also be with us in Saskatoon next week already. Next week. So bring all your cards and your neighbor's cards to sell to him. Let's do our best to bankrupt Grant. Maybe that'll be our Saskatoon mantra now that we had to ixnay on the BBQ nay conversation. Grant has no off switch, as we know. And if you have nice stuff, he'll pay top dollar. So if you're not going to be with us at the Hockey Cards Burning Man, maybe hit up Grant on his Instagram and schedule some time to chat about your collection and how much money you want for it. Speaking of shows, Enzo Ferrari was just at Van City. He's going to be at Monday's show to kind of give us a recap of that. Johnny will be on Monday's show from Mint Inc. as well, and we'll get his perspective too. Enzo did tell me, which warmed my heart, that a number of people stopped him in Vancouver and mentioned that they'd heard about him and private collection insurance on the Gong Show. That's always awesome to hear. And so I guess the question everyone out there is, are your cards protected from horrible things happening to them? If they were stolen at a card show, from your car, while on a helicopter ride, or, would your PC recover from that? What about if your teenager takes a 75-minute shower and doesn't put the shower curtain to drip inside the shower and tons of water spills out on the floor, seeping through to the basement, ruining your collection? That was very specific, but it could happen. Mm-hmm. It's not as much as you think, too, to get insurance for your PC. So why not spend a little money and buy the peace of mind and restful night's sleeps knowing that you're covered when bad stuff happens? So visit privatecollectioninsurance.com today. Schedule some time to speak with Enzo and his team and let them give you a quote on the best policy for you. Yeah, we had that in our old house where you had to have the shower curtain inside the tub. And my kids 100% of the time put it outside the tub so that it basically caught all the water and put it right on the bathroom floor.
Lucky you.
Dad life.
Love it.
Okay, lastly, before we get started, as a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast. That means we rely on the support of listeners and watchers like yourself to help us cover our show expenses, produce more and what we hope to be better hockey card content, and fun initiatives in a small way to grow the hobby, like Rip Party. You can support us for as little as $5 a month. Be one of the first 999 supporters of our show. We call them Future Watch Gongers. You get access to our Discord where, like right now, the pre-sale for Reloaded is going on. You can do fantasy hockey. We have a scavenger hunt happening, and just meet a bunch of great people and make new friends. If you want to support us, go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description, both the YouTube and podcast apps. And then finally in our Instagram and TikTok profiles too. Mm-hmm. Baba Louie. Yep. We have 2 new members of our community since our last show. We shout them out.
Well, I will. But one thing I want to mention is that brought up the fantasy hockey in Discord. Last year, we had 20 teams and 2 divisions. This year, it exploded to 40 teams,
something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, 40 teams this year. That's
holy
super
moly.
awesome.
Amazing. Love it.
But next first patron to shout out, I don't even know. BSLOC.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll go with that. And then we got Stell's 20. Thank you.
Ready with the game plan, buddy?
I am. We're going to jump right into Get to Know Your Hall of Famers. After that, it's the 2025-26 preview series. Our next one getting into the Olympics and how it is a big opportunity for some of the cats playing in this year now that the NHLers are back in there.
The Cat
Then
Olympics.
it's the what?
The Cat Olympics? Is Phil's your cat in it?
No, well, if he is, he's a spectator because he's not.
Did I say the Cat Olympics?
No, you said the cats. I was just making a joke. But it wasn't obviously funny because I had to explain it.
Gotcha. Anywho, then it's some hobby news. We will get into some new product releases and get a little review from our California buddy. Then it's personal pickups.
Okay, let's get today's show started with a Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series. It's where we are profiling, of course, every single Hockey Hall of Fame player in an effort for all of us to learn more about the history of the game. We started with the first Hall of Fame class in 1945, have been working our way to present day. For each player, we do a quick bio, cover why you should care about them, then take a look at their hobby market. And once again, very unfortunately, we have to veer off course to profile and honor another Hockey Hall of Famer that's recently passed away. We're doing this all the time. What's going on here? It's like bad things happen in threes, right? This is the third time in like a week.
Should be done for a while.
Hopefully. Today's Hall of Famer we're going to cover is the late, great Bernie Parent.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Bernard Marcel Parent lived from 1945 until passing away on September 21st, this week, of course, at the age of 80 years old. He was born in Montreal, Quebec, and died in Avalon, New Jersey. Parent was a goalie who played professionally from 1965 until 1979. During his playing days, he stood at 5 feet 10 inches and weighed 170 pounds. He played for 4 professional teams, the Boston Bruins, Philadelphia Flyers, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Louis' favorite, Philadelphia Blazers.
Oh,
that should be Phil's favorite.
Jerseys. Awesome jerseys.
Hey, well, the Canada Blazers. That's that. I was a Blazer.
Yeah,
That's the name of our hockey team.
Still,
oh, really?
Blazer.
Well, the junior teams, the Lasers, but when you're young, you were the Blazers. Yeah. Oh, I blazed. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Bernie Parent won 2 Stanley Cups with the Flyers, was a 2-time Conn Smythe and Vezina Trophy winner, 2-time NHL First Team All-Star, played in 5 NHL All-Star games. Over his NHL career, Parent posted a record of 271, 198, and 121 in 608 games played, along with a 2.55 goals against and .915 save percentage. His career was cut short when he suffered an eye injury in a game against the Rangers. An errant stick entered the right eye hole of his mask, causing permanent damage to his vision. He retired at 34 years old, still in the prime of his career. After his playing days were done, Parent spent many years as the Flyers goalie coach, mentoring players like Pelle Lindbergh and Ron Hextall, and then later the Flyers employed him as an ambassador to the franchise. Why you should care about Bernie Parent. Parent broke into the NHL with the Boston Bruins during the 1965-66 season as a 20-year-old, thrust in the net for 39 games. He posted a 3.69 goals against average on a struggling Boston team. Even though the Bruins were near the bottom of the standings, Parent's sharp reflexes and poise hinted he could become something special. When the NHL expanded in 1967, Parent was claimed by the brand new Philadelphia Flyers. In their inaugural season, he carried a heavy load, starting 58 games, recording a stellar 2.48 goals against for a first-year club. On November 4th, 1967, Parent gave Flyers fans one of their first true thrills by recording a shutout in a 0-0 tie against the powerhouse Montreal Canadiens, showing the expansion Flyers had a real cornerstone goalie. Philadelphia made the playoffs in their first year, and Parent was their backbone in the opening series against the St. Louis Blues. The Flyers eventually lost, but Parent kept them in tight, low-scoring games that cemented his reputation as a goaltender who could rise to the pressure of the postseason. On January 31st, 1971, Parent was traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs in a blockbuster deal. In Toronto, he became Jacques Plante's understudy. The veteran legend was a master of unique technique and preparation, and Parent soaked up everything. That year, he played 32 games with a 2.63 goals against, adding technical polish to his natural athleticism. In 1972, Perrant shocked the NHL by signing with the upstart World Hockey Association. Playing for the Philadelphia Blazers, he faced relentless pressure behind porous defense. His goals against swelled to 3.61, but he proved his toughness, making more saves than anyone in the league. That season hardened him and prepared him for the greatness that was about to come. Late in the 1972-73 seasons, the Flyers reacquired Perrant, and the move instantly transformed the team. In just 25 games, he put up a 1.91 goals against, giving Philadelphia stability in goal and sending a message to the rest of the NHL that the Flyers were about to become contenders. The 1973-74 season was one of the greatest single years of any goaltender has ever had. Perrant started an astounding 73 games, winning 47 of them, a new NHL record. He also recorded 12 shutouts and finished with a sparkling 1.89 goals against, and was awarded the Vezina Trophy and named First Team All-Star, dominating the regular season like no goalie before him. His magic continued in the playoffs. Perrant led the Flyers through 3 tough rounds into the Stanley Cup final against Boston. In Game 6, with the Flyers leading the series 3-2, Perrant turned aside every Bruin shot in a 1-0 victory that clinched Philadelphia's first cup. His playoff numbers, a 12-5 record, 2.02 goals against, and 2 shutouts, earned him the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP. The following year, in 1974-75, Perrant was just as brilliant. Flyers fans made banners with the famous line, "Only the Lord saves more than Bernie Perrant." He finished the year with a 44-14-10 record, 12 shutouts, and a 2.03 goals against. Once again in the playoffs, he was nearly unbeatable. Perrant went 10-5 with a 1.89 goals against and 4 shutouts, capturing his second straight Conn Smythe Trophy. The Flyers repeated as Stanley Cup champions, and Perrant became the first goalie in NHL history to win back-to-back MVP awards, or playoff MVP awards. In September 1976, he was chosen to represent Canada in the inaugural Canada Cup, joining Ken Dryden and Jerry Cheevers in goal. Even though he played a limited action, his presence alongside the game's best reinforced his reputation as one of the greatest goaltenders in the world. Midway through the late 1970s, Perrant began battling back problems. Even while injured in the 1975-76 season, he managed to post a 2.61 goals against in 47 games. His determination to stay in net and battle through pain only deepened the admiration Flyers fans had for him. But then, on February 17, 1979, disaster struck. During a game against the New York Rangers, Perrant was struck in the eye by a stick, suffering permanent damage. At just 43 years old, his playing career was over. By the time he retired, he had amassed 271 career wins, 54 shutouts, and a lifetime goals against of 2.55. Though his career cut short, his peak was like anything the NHL had ever seen. The Philadelphia Flyers retired his number 1 jersey in 1979, ensuring no one would ever wear it again. In 1984, his career was immortalized with induction to the Hockey Hall of Fame, cementing the legacy of the man who backstopped the Broad Street Bullies to hockey immortality.
Nice.
There's one of the books I read when I was a younger lad was called Unmasked, one of the best hockey books out there. I don't know if that's where he talked about it, and I am going to bring it up because I think it's pretty common knowledge. But Bernie Perrant was larger than life in Philadelphia, and I believe in New Jersey as well, because he lived off of his boat after he settled down a bit in his yesteryears. And I think he was like clean and sober for like over 20 to 30 years, and he affected a lot of people's lives for the better. And I really don't remember if it's in the book Unmasked, but I do know a good chunk about Bernie Perrant. He is truly going to be missed by, I could imagine, a lot of communities that he touched deeply. And not only was he one of the best goalies the NHL has ever had, I've never met him, but I'm just going on everything everybody else says. He was truly a tour de force of positivity. And I do know this. When he knew he had a problem, I remember he said this. He went out for cigarettes. He went out one day for cigarettes or cigars, and he came back 2 days later and he forgot where he parked his car. And that was the day he knew he had an issue. Yeah. And he beat it. That was it. Like, it wasn't 7 relapse. Like, that was it. He went and got help, and he was clean and sober ever since. So that is discipline. That is true character of a man. So, Good for him. I highly recommend reading any autobiography about Bernie Perron. Great read.
Mhm.
I think what I read was that substances became a problem for him as he was dealing with the pain of his career ending early.
Oh, geez, no doubt, man. Like, fuck, what could have been? Like, I'd be right there, man.
Yeah, to have your
I mean,
career ripped away like that and not to be able to go out on your own terms or know that I just didn't have it anymore, to still be kind of in your prime. And
yeah. And when you're that athletic, you still have things that need to be done, right? Like your body is your tool. And when you're doing those extravagant things, it's addictive and you want to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And someone, you said it yourself just now, someone made that decision for him by accident,
Mhm.
but it wasn't on his terms. And I couldn't. Don't they say that's the biggest regret in life, looking back and what you could have done?
It could have been.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Josh, before you get beat up in the comments, maybe it was at 34 years old his career was done. I think you said 43, but I could be wrong.
yeah, well,
I thought
shocking.
you said 34. Maybe you said it a few times. Maybe one of them you made.
Yeah, I probably screwed up, but
That's okay.
that's what I do. It's my job.
Yeah. Good job, Josh. Good job.
Thanks. All right, because we're going to look at the Bernie Perron hobby market real quick. And again, he's more of a modern day player. There's tons of playing days cards. So we're not going to do a comprehensive run through of all of them, but instead we'll look at his top 5 highest selling cards to date, along with each his respective highest sale. And of course, any sale made via eBay within the 3-year look back window has been verified as paid for in Terapeak. The number 5 highest selling Bernie Perron card is a 1974 Vezina Trophy PSA 9, sold for $750 US in May of 2024. That is an interesting card.
Yeah,
Well,
great wording. Interesting card. Yes.
It's before Photoshop existed. So we'll cut O-Pee-Chee some slack on that one. And number 4 is a 1970 O-Pee-Chee PSA 9 that sold for $860 US in February of 2021. I like this one because there's minimal weird cotton balls in the background.
they're there. They're present.
They're there. Number 3 is a 1969 O-Pee-Chee PSA 9, sold for $1,101 US dollars in November 2021. The second highest selling Bernie Perron card is a 1971 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10. It sold for $1,226 in September of 2017. And then the highest selling card, of course, would be his rookie card, the 1968 O-Pee-Chee, a PSA 8, sold for $5,550 US in July of 2022. One of maybe the toughest hockey set ever produced condition-wise. To find a card like this remotely centered is nearly impossible.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
A lot of geometry in there. Is 1971 O-Pee-Chee like? That's such a good set, right? You got Guy Lafleur, Dryden's rookie, Lafleur's rookie.
Those are the big ones. And
Yeah,
some
such
other
a
ones
nice
too.
set too.
Well, that boy is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Bernie Perron. Rest easy, Bernie.
Yes, sir.
Live the good life.
Impact.
Live the good life.
The next chapter in our 25-26 hobby preview series deals with the forthcoming Olympic Games and the potential impact that these could have on both the NHL and the hobby. So I spent actually a lot of time digging into this. I was really curious as to what the opportunity could be. And, maybe if the stars align, could there be a potential breakthrough moment for the sport? So we're going to break it down. You guys can chime in. Please do at any point with your thoughts and questions and debate. I'm sure that you will. So where I wanted to start is, what potentially the Olympics means to hockey and the NHL, and why, I guess, from my perspective, it could be such a big opportunity. So a little bit of context here to start. The 2026 Winter Olympics will be held this February in Milan Cortina, Italy. Phil, you must have been there.
Oh, all the time. I go there every second weekend. Yeah.
For pizza?
No, spaghetti. Spaghettini, actually. It's better.
Okay. During the Olympic Games, the NHL will be on hiatus for 19 days in total between February 6th and February 24th. So the focus of the hockey world, of course, will be on Italy and the chase for the gold medal. Current NHL players have not participated in the Winter Olympics since Sochi in 2014. So it's been 12 years or will be 12 years. As of right now, the NHL has also committed participation in the Olympics in 2030 as well. So it's only certain this February and then the next Olympic Games.
So it's 5 years, not 4?
2026 will be February.
Right. My bad.
Yeah. In Sochi, actually, the hockey games drew some pretty big audiences. So USA versus Russia, the famous shootout with TJ Oshie,
Mm-hmm.
averaged 4.1 million viewers and peaked at 6.4 million.
Wow.
The gold medal game averaged 8.5 million viewers in Canada.
Of course. It's 1 out of 3 houses. I love it. It's amazing.
And remember, too, in last February's Four Nations Face-Off, the average U.S. viewership was 9.3 million and peaked at 10.4 million in the U.S., more than any NHL game that season, including the Stanley Cup Finals.
Mm-hmm.
The Four Nations.
Yeah.
Four Nations.
Wow, North America is hungry. We're hungry. We're thirsty. Give us our hockey. It's good.
And I'll go back, because the NHL will be shut down and it's kind of mid-season and people will be into their hockey. I think that will draw initial interest, at least in these games. But that being said, the games are going to have to deliver hopefully some epic moments to create the win for hockey globally. And maybe, I don't know, let's get crazy, introduce the sport to some new fans.
I wish my team wasn't like an up and comer riser. I have really, really bad trauma from the Sochi with a Hasek getting injured.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I love my country. Don't get me wrong. I will bear arms to protect it. But when it comes to hockey, I want my Sens to win a Stanley Cup. Like that's what I'm doing here. So I'd like the Olympics to come and go, have another golden goal part 2, whatever, and let's get back to the NHL. So,
and if anybody's curious, anybody needs to know, because I didn't until I looked it up, but this takes place of the NHL All-Star Game anything this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they're pretty much done with All-Star games, aren't they? They're going to do like Four Nations face-offs, which I would be all for, because All-Star games they're for kids. That's the way I look at it.
Just do the hardest slap shot, fastest skater, wrap it up. That's all we care about. No one cares about like basketball, slam dunk competition. Send everybody home. No one else cares about anything else. Oh, 3-pointers. Oh God.
Well, when you go back and look at the viewership, having NHLers participate has made a big impact. When I think there's been 5 Olympics so far with NHL players, and then it went down pretty big after the 2012 games, 2014 games. Sorry. So I think that's an opportunity. That being said, though, there are some issues that could prevent maybe some breakthrough moments. The first one is actually kind of a big issue. Like I was trying to think all around the whole time zone thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if the games are in North America, hockey would most certainly be on prime time, right? Well, Cortina Milan is 7 hours ahead of Minnesota, and we're in Central Time here. So a game that's played at 7 p.m. there is 1 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
People are working, especially if it's during the weekday. And there's almost no way for them to have a game unless they play in the middle of the night that's in good North America viewing time. So that's not the most ideal thing.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get those prime time slots for us here.
Or will the games be on repeat where most people kind of can't help but notice what happens, and then you sort of lose a little bit watching a game where you know the end result?
Yeah, true.
Another potential issue could be finding hockey.
Foggy hockey?
Foggy hockey. Finding it could be an issue because we're now in the era of 1 million streaming services. If you go back to the Sochi games, it was like, I don't know what you have to tell us what the Canada equivalent is, Phil, but it was NBC, all the Olympics. So you knew where to go.
Yeah. National broadcasting here. CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
And I don't know if you guys noticed during the last summer games, but there are events on 140 different streaming channels all at the same time. So it's really hard to stumble into something like a hockey game if you're not a fan. And so
how do they gauge watched hockey game? I don't pay attention to any of that. This many people watch the game. I'm like, buddy, all my friends borrow from the internet. You have no idea who's watching what.
Well, it's
Like,
sampling.
Yeah, I don't know. Every year it has to be less accurate. It has to be, isn't it? I don't know.
Well, it's actually more accurate now than in the cable days because they can tell by streaming, and then what they do, like
Oh,
how many
okay.
streams, and then what they do is they apply, like, it's usually a ridiculous multiplier where they say for every household streaming a game, we assume that 4.2 people are watching it or something dumb like that, and so
Okay.
that's how they kind of figure out what they would call impressions in
Well,
sort of the.
like the Sens Leafs exhibition game was on the other day, and one of the guys that works for me was complaining that on TSN 5 the game was blacked out, and he lives in Ottawa. And then another guy was like, "Oh man, you should have just went to TSN 4. It wasn't blacked out there." He was like, like, well,
Weird.
it's not weird. It's very normal. It's very normal here. It's not weird. It's incredibly normal. It's frustrating.
The last potential issue that I came up with, and I got to be clear here, this is not political, but the exclusion of Russian players does mean that some of the best can't participate. And again, I mean, we're not making any judgment whether they should be or shouldn't be, but the fact is, you're trying to play a best on best of the world where there's going to be no Ovechkin, Kaprizov, Kucherov, Michkov, Malkin, Vasilevsky, Shesterkin. Russia would have a heck of a team.
Yeah, they should. Listen, I know it's not. I know it's very political, and everyone's
let's
just
stay away
waiting.
from that.
Come on, say it, Phil. Say it.
No,
Josh,
don't.
Go ahead, say it. I'm like, I don't know what either side wants me to say, but I will say this. I better say this well. At its core, isn't the IOC? Aren't the Olympics like founded on an idea of nations like setting aside their political differences and conflicts? Isn't that the whole point of the Olympics? Is that when a country that is in conflict or created it, whatever, with its history, its style, its storied past, its absence breaks that spirit of the Olympics. Like, that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, I
understand your point.
Like,
I don't know the right answer, but I kind of what you're saying is that if Russia was there, despite all the criticisms that people have of their government, could that be an opportunity to bring people together and actually mend some of those fences? Or do you punish Russia for its athletes? It's like, what part of the athletes, what part of the people? I don't know. I mean, this is so complicated that we'll never give the right answer. But just
I do know this:
from a hockey sense,
it's not a high road, right? Like I don't know. Weren't we all raised to like be the bigger person, take the high road? I know it's not that simple, and it's very complicated. It's beyond complicated that I could even fathom. But this is what I know. I love hockey, and I know there's some of the best players in the entire world aren't going to play because of other people's decisions, and that's very unfortunate. And because of geography,
athletes,
you know, I constantly preach it. The best of the best and the pursuit of excellence is gone. It's not part of the fabric of society. And what is the Olympics supposed to be? A pursuit of excellence, right? Well, it's very unfortunate. It upsets me greatly. It really does.
I think part of our issue is being North Americans is we're really insulated from it. And I know that we do have a lot of people that listen to us in Eastern Europe. So I'd love some of those people to comment like what your perspective is, where you're on the doorstep of Russia and that impacts you a lot greatly. Cause I don't, and it's an opportunity to learn.
I'm just on a strictly hockey and the best of the best elite performance. That is the only thing I'm scratching. I'm not scratching anything else. Okay. Yeah. I'm not scratching anything else. I don't know enough to scratch anything else. And I like that. I enjoy staying small.
All those things aside, though, I still think it's that the Olympics is a big opportunity for the game. It doesn't mean it's going to be a slam dunk. I just really hope that, it's like wishing in one hand, doing whatever in the other, that the NHL takes it seriously and the stars align for some compelling hockey. Do you guys think it's I have some best and worst case scenarios we'll go through next, but I don't know if it doesn't seem like you've been as sold that this is as big of an opportunity as maybe I think it is.
I was wrong about the Four Nations Cup. I really thought it was going to be a fart in the wind. And I was very wrong, and I was very happy to be wrong. That was some awesome hockey. The scraps with Bennett and Kachuk, they were great, man. I was happy for USA. I was happy for Canada. I didn't like the booing. I hope that nonsense goes away. I think it has now. Yeah, I love the Four Nations Cup. I thought it was great. What I don't like, and I don't know how to express it properly, is that it's in the middle of our NHL season, man. You know, and like a lot of people got hurt. Matt Kachuk, Brady Kachuk, so many people get hurt during these things. And the NHL means more to me. It does. It does.
Okay, well, I was going to go best case, worst case. I'm going to start with worst case first because you mentioned again. So I think the worst case scenario of this is, just like you said, injuries to key players that impact the remainder of the NHL season and playoffs. And my shining example is the Kachuk brothers, who 100% of the time get hurt and stuff like this. Phil, there is a 0% chance both of those two make it through these Olympic Games. None. I don't know. I'm not saying that they're tough guys. I believe it. I don't know what it is, but they're constantly hurt. Constantly. And you know, it seems like the harder they go, the more they get hurt. And the other thing we got to remember this year, you can't hide in LTIR anymore. That's over.
Yeah. Well, my team doesn't play that game. We're not Vegas, right? We're not Vegas.
Well, Florida. I mean, they play that game.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah, we're not them. And I think you're thinking Matthew Kachuk always gets hurt. Brady does get hurt, but let's not compare the two, buddy. Very big difference.
Yeah, Matthew is definitely a little bit more.
Yeah, he's hurt again. He's not playing for a few months again, and yeah.
And I'm not just singling them out. It's like it could happen to McDavid or Matthews or Bakar.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's such a pause. It's a loss in momentum in the NHL season. Listen, I know it's net positive. I'm sure everything's great. It's just I'm so excited for the NHL this year. There's so many narratives and storylines that need to finish and complete, and I hate that the Olympics might be the curveball for all of them.
Louis, can you imagine if Phil's team's in first place and the Chuckster goes down in the Olympics?
That's okay.
We're going to have to deal with.
Winners find a way to win.
Do you want me to be 100% honest? Yeah. No, I can't imagine Phil's team being in first place. No, sorry, bud.
Hardy.
Dude, it's terrible for everybody. Every team. I shouldn't say terrible. It's a risk for every team and everybody. Now, would you rather just roll with it like this every 4 years and we could handle that and deal with it and get rid of stuff like Four Nations and just go back to, doing drills in an all-star game? Or, what do you do? I know it sucks. I don't want them to be hurt for the NHL season, but
I think Phil put it best that it's a necessary risk, and the overall potentially good impact justifies the. It's just like when the Dream Team basketball team went to France in 1992. Mm-hmm. If one of the players would have got hurt, it would have been a bummer, like one of the big stars. But that did so much to elevate the game, and not that this could have that big of impact, but. So a couple other things I had in the worst case scenario is U.S. and Canada both getting knocked out of the gold medal game.
That'd be funny. Yes, that's what I want. Yes, did we qualify? Did Canada qualify? Maybe we won't even qualify. I don't know.
I'm sure you will. But I'm not trying to. I'm sorry to our European friends on the show. I mean, you would be very happy about that, but. We need this to be a big win in the United States. Let's be honest, and having neither team in the gold medal game would be a bummer. And then, almost like the worst case scenario to me would be that these games are so buried on the 12,000 streaming services that there are epic games and nobody can find them.
I think
so. That can, you can find them. You'll find them.
Okay.
I feel like you just watched a Dayline NBC or something that's like, there's no television for people.
No, I didn't.
No, okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay, two other things I want to cover on this. So this is so I went through and I looked at all the projected lineups for the key teams, and one of the things that you notice right away is that it's very veteran loaded, especially with USA and Canada. And I can understand why, from the perspective, you might want to, you want to have your win, right? And so you're going to trust the more established players, but as of right now, we might be looking at an Olympic Games with no Connor Bedard, no Celebrini, no Lane Hudson, no Michkov, of course, because he's Russian, no Demonov, again, because he's Russian. And I see that as kind of a missed opportunity to put the next generation at center stage. We know how Shimmy Shake's dad feels about it too, but I at least personally would love to see at least one young star compete. I mean, imagine if Macklin Celebrini had the game-winning goal in the gold medal game. What that would do to his hobby market.
Not yet, man. I think I don't know. A little bit too young. I would go with veterans.
No, but here's my point on this though. I get where you're coming from, but remember, the NHL is committed to have players in the 2030 games as well. And if you're putting a team together for the long term, wouldn't you want a guy like Celebrini at least to get that experience and maybe not even play a lot, but to be there with the team so that when the 2030 games come around and he's in the prime of his career and maybe there's no more Sidney Crosby probably at that point, and you have that next generation.
He's around forever.
Might play when he's 42, but so I don't know. Louis, do you think that they should have? It's a miss not to have some of the younger stars in the game or on the teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they should be. Well, I don't want to go Herb Brooks on it, but they need to be picking the best players to give them the best success. If Celebrini needs to be there to help the team out, then yeah, bring him. You're in the league. You're an NHLer. So you're all on the same playing scale, I guess. So if you should be on that team, then dang it.
All right.
Sign them up.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last thing. This is the fun thing. So what I want most for these games is a breakout hobby performance. Who knows? We might get that surprise performance, a guy that comes from nowhere, jumps in the spotlight. But I do think, though, and I had fun putting together my top 5 players who need badly to have a shining performance in the Olympic Games. So I'm going to count them down from 5 to 1. You guys can
I got
agree,
my
disagree,
number 1 right off
with
the
me.
top of my head. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I put at number 5. I put Cole Caulfield, who in my mind keeps teetering in that hobby star realm, but can't quite get there. So imagine if he led the tournament in goals and comes up big in the clutch for Team USA, would that jumpstart his hobby market and maybe even give him a little more juice for the rest of the season and propel him into I don't know. I could see him leading the tournament in goals. He's just a goal scorer. So he's my number 5. At number 4, I put baby Bobby Orr, Cale Makar.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't think he needs a gold medal per se, Phil. But I just think it would further separate him from every other defenseman. I'm not sure if you guys knew this. I'm not Canadian, but Bobby Orr never played in the Olympic Games.
No, he's Canada Cup boy.
Yeah. So in theory, Makar could end up having some hardware that Bobby never got the opportunity to get. And Makar's played 6 seasons now, and by this time, Orr had a ridiculous 2 cups, 2 Conn Smythes, 5 Norris trophies, 1 Hart, 1 Art Ross, and a Calder Cup or Calder Trophy. I'm not sure Makar will ever surpass that, but he can maybe continue with a strong performance to separate himself and be the clear number 2 all time. Number 2.
Okay, I see your point. So it's a good pick.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, I put Jack Hughes.
Sure.
Oh.
When he got injured last season, it kind of sent his hobby chase into a bit of a hibernation.
Yeah,
we'll call it.
Yeah.
So maybe a strong start to the season, and if he has a great performance in the Olympic Games, that could be the ticket to juice things up a little bit. I see the perfect scenario for Hughes this year. If he had 100 plus points finally, a strong Olympic Games, and then had a decent playoff run with the Devils, that would get people excited again.
I would throw Quinn in that too. Quinn needs to. I mean, everybody loves him, and I need to watch more hockey with Quinn Hughes. But I hope he's the enigma that everyone says he is. I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
And I think Jack Hughes is good enough to be a star at the games too, for Team USA, and they'll be counting on him to produce. The number 2 and 1 are the kind of the obvious ones. So I have Austin Matthews at number 2.
Yeah, he's my number 1, man. He's got the most to prove. He's got the most.
Oh,
He's
I don't
the
know about
captain.
that.
Oh, I do. I all the way, man. All the way. Take your earrings out and let's do something.
Coming off a injury-plagued season, of course, and here's the thing: like, if you're a Maple Leafs fatalist, like I'm learning, there's a lot of them, or a hater like Phil, and believe the Leafs will never get over the hump, then you can make a case that if Matthews can prove in these Olympic Games that he's got the fire, Phil, he's got the fire. He can show up and deliver.
You drank the Kool-Aid too. What did you just say when you started this whole thing? Oh, he's coming off a plagued injury season. Give me a break. He went to
ridiculous. Germany and got like blood spinning stuff. Come on.
So what? And he announced it. Do you know how many other NHL players do blood spinning stuff and they don't say a word about it? Probably a lot. Anyway, I think he has the most to prove. I think he has God-given talent, top 10 in the world. Let's see if he's got the heart and the emotion and the clutch to get her done. Let's see.
Well, I put Connie McDavid number 1.
Nah, Austin Matthews all the way.
I think McDavid, like, to put his name squarely in the won something significant category would be huge for him.
Yeah, gold medal would be a nice start.
Well, imagine if he won his gold this year and the Stanley Cup. All the Marcel Dion talk would be a distant memory.
Yeah, that's how you solidify. That's how you solidify yourself on a donut for the next 100 years of Tim Hortons. You know. Yeah.
And I think even more so than Matthews, despite being an American and wanting my team to win, the best thing for the hobby would be for McDavid to win a gold medal.
Agreed. Brady Tkachuk should be your Team USA captain, and that will happen soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know. He seems fired up. He's like all ticked off. He doesn't want to sign an extension. He wants to win. So we'll see if he can help make it happen, I guess. My honorable mention was Connor Hellebuck, because he's another guy that needs to prove that he can win something when the lights are bright.
Yeah, a lot of Americans on your list. Right?
Yeah, well, that goes right into what I was going to say. All these guys, what can any of these players get out of playing in the Olympics? And since you brought up Connor Hellebuck, it fits right into. I've always thought, in the Olympics, everything's like a tight knockout game, and it builds the, get better or solve problems under pressure kind of game, and so that's something.
They go to a big sheet too, right? So that might really help. Like a guy.
Nope.
It's smaller. I thought it was bigger.
Nope. NHL size rink.
How if we haven't talked about Germany though, right? Like we got Stützle, Draisaitl,
JJP, Mo Seider,
Philip Grubauer, right? Is that German? Grubauer.
Sure.
Yeah, that's German.
Oh, they'll be tough. Finland will be tough. Sweden will be tough. It's not going to be a cakewalk.
Germany's my dark horse.
Switzerland, come on.
Those the Germans.
Nico.
Switzerland.
Well, come on. Niederreiter, Meyer, Yossi, Hischer, Fiala. Jeez,
even in World War II, they just kind of moved around Switzerland. They're like, man, no one cares. Let's go around it.
Yeah.
They're like, let's sure. Wait, no, we don't need it.
They're so nice. Why would you want to?
Well, we were so nice at some point. Look what happened here. Everyone's like, oh my God, everyone's so nice. Let's go there and take over.
Yep. I hope I shouldn't say I hope. It's going to happen. I know the rules are different, obviously, in the Olympics, so you're not going to have any throwdowns and any of that stuff. But
yeah,
everybody's still playing for that pride of the nation and memories. And this is it's a bigger stage than the NHL, obviously, like the Four Nations was, because you're maybe trying to prove yourself as a leader. You're trying to validate yourself as better than the elites. That's why I want some of the younger guys, like we were talking about, to be in there. They can, validation against a lot of the elite players. This is the time to shine under pressure, quick turnarounds, fast games. This is where it's your time to shine. It's almost like a tryout against the best.
Yeah. Well, what made the Four Nations amazing, the only thing that, because honestly, it was like 4 out of like 10 or so like good international programs, and they were playing for nothing. I mean, the international Four Nations trophy or whatever it is. I mean, who
Yeah.
cares? The players were so into it that sucked you into it. And so if the players, and logic would tell you, if you got that into the Four Nations, that you should be really into the Olympics. And so hopefully that intensity spills over, because
I think
that
it
will be
will.
infectious.
I think it's going to be a very intense 2 weeks, man. I think this is going to be a grand slam. I really do, or a hat trick. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
If everything goes great, and even a great gold medal game, and you guys win, bragging rights for a couple of days, we're right back into the NHL. We're right back in. You know, like even if Canada wins gold and we overtime win, beat USA, yeah, man, I'm gonna make fun of you guys for a day or two, but I'm a Sens guy. I want right back into the NHL, and I don't want injuries. And the calories they're going to expel during those 2 weeks is going to affect the rest of the year. Oh God, the more I think about this, it stresses me out.
I think it's awesome. and I think what's going to happen is the guys that are playing in the Olympics, I think they're going to stand out unbelievably maybe I'll just say the rest of the season, because they were playing that whole up tempo game. I mean, it's faster reads, it's faster timing, it's
every game's a playoff game, right?
Quicker special teams execution. This might help some of the other guys, because now you might be on that PK1 or put in late game and getting different touches that you might not get on your NHL team. It's go time. So
for the lesser clubs, our big boys, we're gonna watch have I don't know who's on the I can't think of a player. I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of anyone, but you could have a top line first center who's your fourth line center playing for US. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not used to that, right?
Well, another scenario where I think people are going to get really worried is, let's say your guy like Celebrini doesn't make the Olympic team and he's just crushing it heading into the Olympics. And it's like, oh, here's 19 days off.
Yeah. Yes. That's another thing. Yes. That's a good point too. They lose momentum
killer.
Yeah. Momentum killer is such a killer.
Hockey players with 19 days off, they probably go to Cabo and, forget about, lose all sense of.
No, go to the gym, go to the Y, go work out, go get bigger and stronger faster.
This is like
I'm excited.
This is like all these boys going back to World Juniors and all that stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Once they're in the village and they get the vibes and they see all the alpine skiers,
ski buddies.
Yeah. Oh man, some of those outfits crazy. I think once they're in the village, they'll get Canadian vibes and American vibes, and it'll be very village Olympic-y, and I think it'll be good. It'll be good. I just hope they stretch before the games too. They have good fitness coaches, maybe cold plunges.
There'll be plenty of exercising.
I hope so.
We should make it a show goal to go in 2030. I always want to go to the Olympics. You don't want to go to the Olympics?
Fly over the ocean? I don't know. That's a little much. I'd rather take a boat. Could we take a boat?
You can take a canoe. I know a canoeist.
Dude, I'm a great canoe.
I'll be retired.
I'm better at kayaking. Man, look at me. I'm going.
All right. Slab Sharks, Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction is live, ends tonight. Bunch of huge cards will be closing, so there should be lots of action. We'll be live on the Gongshow YouTube channel, watching all the key cards closing, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Last week's show was epic. Phil, you see your Instagram reel of...
No.
No.
Have you bidding on the Gretzky buyback auto? That was pretty funny.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Did you tag me?
I don't know. I kind of.
Well, that might help. I don't know. Whatever. I'm sure it was funny. I trust you guys. I don't.
Well, so for more epic moments, and Phil will be high stress because he's got about 200 cards ending. So come hang out with us in the chat. And the reason why so many hockey collectors choose Slab Sharks is they make it super easy to sell your cards on eBay. They basically do all the work. All you got to do is submit your cards, and they take it from there. And if you're an American hockey collector, you don't even have to worry about international shipping to Slab Sharks HQ. Send them to us, and we'll get them to Slab Sharks for you. So for complete consignment information, including payout rates, head to slabsharks.com and get the process started today. Hobby news!
Hobby news. Hobby news.
Wrong, bad timing.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 stories. The first one's really quick. I just thought this was kind of interesting and weird at the same time. So the New York Islanders have partnered with Collect to apparently they're going to partner together to directly sell merchandise. And it's called Islanders Game Originals, and so fans are going to be able to get authenticated game gear, custom collectible options that they have, and then team issued merch.
That's great.
It'll be available at islandersgameoriginals.com. It's kind of interesting that a media company is partnering with them. And so I think Collect is trying to diversify its business model. It's pretty tough to make as a media company to make it purely on sponsorship and advertising. Don't we know? But
should I contact the Senators and say, listen, let's work
partner with the
something out
Gong
here?
Show.
Yeah.
We'll kick it off on Friday, November 8th.
Yeah. Oh, that no one even noticed that. One person noticed. No biggie.
I know,
Expo Friday. Louis said it
Well,
best.
it kind of made me wonder though, like how many of the current teams have a direct to consumer. Like I've talked before about how like my daughter's a big soccer fan, and there's all these sites that you can the day after a game you can go buy players' jerseys that they wore the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of hoping the NHL does more of this stuff where you can, if your guy had a couple goals last night and you thought it was an awesome game, you could go buy his jersey from that night.
Why didn't you say if your guy scored that night?
That's
wouldn't Upper Deck be a little bit? Wouldn't Upper Deck be a little bit upset at this? Like, doesn't that break into their inventory for cards? And
I don't know.
well, I would. I mean, if I worked at Upper Deck, I'd be like, wait a minute, why are you doing that? That should be for us.
Pooper, get off the pot.
Yeah,
To do a contract, I would sell Upper Deck on that. If I was made Commissioner Gary Bettman, first thing I would do is I'd come up with a list of 100 players and I would have them change their brand new jersey every period.
Yeah. I just had a crazy idea. You know how the mafia and like gangs, they groom, that word's so bad now. They train young people to like be lawyers and doctors. And as they grow into it, they're moles in the company. You could Upper Deck could have a special baby, throw him into the NHL. And once he becomes commissioner, we're taking all the jerseys. That's the trick.
Who would the mommy and daddy be to make the Upper Deck special baby?
I'll be the daddy, and I'll do interviews for the mommy. Yeah, it'll be good.
You and Mary Gamble Gamble?
No. Well, she does have childbearing hips. I mean, yeah. What?
Okay.
I don't know what to say. Full figure gal.
I don't even know what she looks like. I've never seen Mary Gamble Gamble.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I just like to say her name.
She's very unique looking. Either you think she's attractive or not. Yeah. I think
Well, you're into her.
Yeah, I like her personality a lot. I'm into that these days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I read it for the articles.
Quiet, Louis.
You are something. Okay, next story. PSA is going to open a grading facility in Germany. Leading grading company PSA is expanding globally. They've just announced that the Canadian Submission Center will be opened by our boy Brad Hartland on October 20th. And on the heels of that comes another announcement that they are opening a full-scale grading facility in Frankfurt, Germany. Okay, Phil, go ahead and say it.
Heinz-Kitz Velvet.
There you go. There's already offices in facilities in Tokyo, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Paris. So I guess PSA is quite the multinational corporation now. The German Grading and Shipping Center is scheduled to open in summer of 2026. And apparently a number of graders from the U.S. will be headed over to help launch the facility and train some people up. Mm-hmm. Now, why Germany? I'm sure you're asking. Phil, I can see it on your face. If I could see your face.
There you go.
According to the head of international, Ryan Miller, the country offers a Central European location, so good logistically. And Germany has a burgeoning hobby market. PSA sees as an opportunity for growth. Buried in the article was a couple mind-blowing stats from GemRate had to share. So through the first 6 months of 2025, PSA graded 8.98 million cards, and just 5.1 million of those were TCG and non-sports.
Oh, of course.
Wow. And all the sports ones were Draisaitl and Stutzel.
No. It's a Pokemon world, and I guess we're living in it. So I do love this story, though. I think the more card collecting expands globally, the better for all of us. And PSA wouldn't be opening an office if they didn't think that it would be good business for them.
So there's a German Brad over there doing Brad things.
doing bad things. Well, and then in related news, I'm sure you guys saw it today that due to high demand, PSA has announced increased prices and turnaround times. Effective today, PSA has added about 5 days to most turnaround times and a few dollars to a few grading tiers. So value bulk goes from $19.99 US to $21.99, value from $24.99 to $27.99, and value plus from $39.99 to $44.99. There's also price increases on dual services and other memorabilia types. What makes sense to me about this is that if you take them at their word, right, and that they're kind of getting overwhelmed with demand, if you take any economics class, it would tell you the only response to that is to raise prices. If you want to slow down submissions, you raise prices. That's like supply
Yeah.
demand.
That's the first thing you would do.
But yeah, that's the first thing you do. The problem is it's not going to change. It's not going to come back down.
Well, then that's a good problem for them.
Well, then
to have. It's a better problem than for them. To have.
I want to be in that business.
Well, it's like a lot of things, though. Once the price goes up, then it just stays up. The excuse is, oh, there's too much. And then when there's not enough, or when you get to the caught up point, then, oh, well, we're not going to lower the prices again.
I'm actually, this is going to sound weird, but I'm for expensive grading. I don't love these like $8 grading specials like SGC would do that just encourage people to find 200 cards laying around the house and send them in to get graded. It's
Why?
like, I think,
Why not?
Because it
floods the marketplace.
dilutes the whole thing, man. It dilutes. You know how hard it is for me to find like right now. I'm trying to increase the quality of my Wayne Gretzky base cards.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to find a non-slabbed Wayne Gretzky base card from the 80s? It's 1 out of 10. Drives me crazy. So if you make grading $2, you're never going to find a raw card ever again. I don't want that, Louis. I don't want that.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I see both points. I see both points.
There's very smart people at PSA that they're going to make the best business decision for them. But like, if it makes you think twice about sending your card in because it's $35 or something like that to get it graded, it's not the worst thing in the world to me. But some people are, of course, going to be really upset that love sort of the grade and flip nature of cards. And if that's your jam and it just got a little bit harder to do,
well,
I can see
not the grade and flip. How about I want my card in a graded slab graded
Fair.
for myself. You know, I send, even if it was $20, I still think that's terrible. Well, I send 5 of my cards in. Oh, there's $100 just to put them back in my box. Come on.
The plastic, the paper, the labor, the R&D, $20.
Well, you like Tag though, and Tag is way more expensive than PSA, aren't they?
Are they?
I think
I have no idea.
You should know. You're the Pokemon collector. I mean, Louis and I don't.
Okay, we'll move on. So the last couple of days have been a little interesting on the Sidney Crosby front. The trade rumors have been swirling. Have you seen this, Phil?
You're a trade.
I'm a trade rumor boy. I love it.
Yeah, you're a trade rumor boy. That's a good way to put it.
I know what you were going to say. I agree, but
yeah, I know. Thank you, Louis. I can't say it, but I want to.
So some Elliot Friedman comments sort of stirred the pot over the last couple of days.
Oh,
where he said that Crosby's first choice is to be in Pittsburgh forever, but people in his camp are pushing him to go elsewhere if the Pens continue to miss the playoffs. Now, of course, all the contenders are lining up. So I've heard the big one's been the Canadiens rumors, Oilers, some say the Avalanche.
There we go. People make fun of me for the Oilers thing. There you go. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of kudos for that. I'm of the same mind as Elliot Friedman.
Well, I'll try to be very Canadian when I say this, that he threw some petrol on the flames of the Canadiens rumors, saying this. I know the Montreal speculation has exploded. I don't think it's impossible. If he agreed to be traded, I think Montreal would be on a very short list of teams he'd be willing to consider. Now, the question is that just speculation for Friedman? Or you know him, I mean, he's more like the Canadian Adam Schefter guy.
He's not saying something if there's nothing. He's not saying something if it's just a rumor.
And Crosby did grow up a Canadiens fan, right? So that is part of, I think, the connection there.
One or the other. You're either a Habs fan or a Leafs fan.
Mm-hmm. Now, his agent, Pat Brisson, has not done anything to quell the rumors. Here's some of the recent comments when asked if Sidney would ever entertain a trade out of Pittsburgh. This is Pat now. I'll be Pat.
Okay.
I mean,
What is
I'm assuming that, well, let's put it this way. It's always a possibility, It's been 3 years. They haven't made the playoffs. It all depends on how Sid is going to be and how the team is going to do. I maintain the same position that I do believe he should be playing playoff hockey every year, in my opinion. On the flip side, though, strongly refuting Elliot Friedman's assertion is another insider, Frank Saravalli, who fires back.
Big heavyweight, yeah.
Yeah, this to say about a potential Crosby trade. The conversation has come from one person and one person only, or the conversation has to come from one person and one person only, which is number 87 himself, who needs to walk in the office, close the door, sit down, and have that really difficult conversation, which is I'd like to move on. And for everyone who wants to make these predictions of, he's going to go to the Montreal Canadiens, he's going to go to the Colorado Avalanche, whatever it is that you're predicting, I have not had one single hint, whisper, or innuendo from within the tight Sidney Crosby inner circle where he has even hinted or mentioned this is something he's thinking about or considering, Saravalli said. I just don't see a trade materializing for Crosby mid-season, let alone given the fact it hasn't been a focal point and topic of conversation within his inner circle. I just don't see it really at all. Well, the one thing you could maybe counter that is, well, his agent is out there. I mean, if that's not his inner circle, who is?
You can look at the time. Maybe when Frank said that was, an hour before his agent said it. Who knows? Frank's usually on par.
Oh, I agree with that. Well, Matt Larkin of the Daily Faceoff asked Crosby during player media availability on Monday about his future with the Penguins in the context of the losing seasons of the past few years and how difficult it is to deal with the speculation because of it. Here's what Crosby had to say. I mean, I understand it. It's not something you want to discuss. You'd rather be talking about who we're getting at the trade deadline or, where we're at as far as are we one or two or three in the division. But it's one of those things. That's the hard part about losing. I think everybody thinks that the buzzer goes and you lose a game and it sucks, but there's so much more than that. It's the roster turnover, it's the unknown, the uncertainty, the question marks. That's the stuff that's tough. It makes you appreciate all those years that we were competing and going after big acquisition every single trade deadline. I don't think I took it for granted, but I definitely appreciate it that much more now. But it doesn't change my approach. I still go out there trying to win every single game and trying to be the best I can be. I think that youth and having that energy around you isn't a bad thing either. We've got a lot of hungry guys, a lot of competition for spots. So I think you just try to find different things you can feed off of and still continue to learn through it.
That means he's waiting and they'll see at the deadline, in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah, that means he's like, let's see how the season goes. That's what I think.
Are you guys of the mindset normally where there's smoke, there's fire?
No, because I live in Ottawa and all you putzes always think Brady's going to get traded. And there's nothing in Ottawa over since the day he stepped foot here to hint at that. And it's just Peter Mrazek did it yesterday again. He was like, let's just say Brady Tkachuk gets Canada. He did it on a podcast with 1,000 people watching all over the talk of the town today. How Peter's such a jerk. And all he said was a hypothetical. So he gave smoke, but there's no fire there. Nothing. It just makes sense with Crosby. If he loves Pittsburgh so much, what do you do when you love something so much? You say goodbye, right? So I read it in a poem. That's what they say. That's what lovers say.
So
when you love something, you let it go. So if Crosby loves Pittsburgh, he will give them a big return and he'll let them go.
Bye, guys.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. He'll make the right decision. If he went to Montreal, that'd be crazy. I might have to get a jersey.
How do I buy a ticket to the planet you live on? You love something, you let it go.
I saw that in a movie somewhere. It's a romantic thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I like we've talked about this before. It's going to be tough if they continue to lose and he plays well, but it would be weird. Can you imagine seeing Crosby in like a Montreal sweater?
Oh, it'd be pretty amazing.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Why not? Yeah, still a Sens fan, but come on, I might have to go down to Montreal and check out a few games.
Throw him in a wild uni. Flower looked good in it.
Sure.
Another
Put Crosby
penguin
in
looked good.
Oh
Minnesota.
yeah, he's begging out of Pittsburgh to come to the Minnesota Wild, and
Just not to like he can't.
Don't be so negative.
It's not even a possibility.
oh, what would happen if you went
Nothing.
to Toronto?
There's nothing to talk about. Listen, Dave's waiting. We got to get going.
That would be. He would look good in that blue.
New product releases. I believe.
Oh, now he's reading the outline.
No, I'm guessing. I have no idea what it's just muscle memory. Am I right? I guess I'm right, eh? I don't know. Is it hobby news? I think we already did that.
New product releases is brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner Mint Inc. Mint Inc. is the home of Rip Party 2. We'll be streaming our mega giveaway event live from the Majestic, as Phil calls it, Mint Inc. shop in Vaughan. If you want to join in the giving spirit, let us know. We can help you buy some boxes at Mint Inc. and they'll just set them aside and store them there and make life actually easy on us. That would be nice. Yes. Mint Inc. is Canada's premier hobby brand for all new releases, singles, grading services, consignment, and memorabilia. They are also now live 7 days a week on Whatnot, selling it all. So go bookmark them there. And you don't have to be in Vaughan to get the Mint Inc. experience. They can ship all new releases right to your doorstep anywhere in Canada, from Stature to Artifacts, any new release on mintinc.ca. And speaking of artifacts, we are honored, pleased.
Well, be careful.
Hey,
What's up?
Can you hear us, Dave? You had audio issues a little bit ago.
I always have some kind of issue. So, but I will say this. I do not let things that I love, I don't set them free.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's not polite to listen to other people's conversations, David.
So you should kick your son out of the house based on your logic.
Exactly.
My son's never in my house. He's always in my truck driving somewhere.
Well, we had another big.
He had to let his truck free because he loved it. And his son
yeah. And you love your son. Today was Artifacts release day, another big release day. The first big 25-26 release. Well, yesterday in podcast land for you guys all. So we were able to get our resident wax degenerate, California Dave, out of his stature coma. And he picked up a box of artifacts today and is here on the show to file his report, give us some instant feedback and the degenerate perspective on 25-26 artifacts. So hi, Dave. How are you?
Hi, Dave.
I'm doing well. Thank you.
How many boxes have you opened now?
All of them.
So,
oh God,
I always feel like there's like a side story with,
there is
degenerateness.
Yeah.
So normally I order boxes from Dave and Adams, but they usually come the day after release. So I was searching to make sure I could find a box that I could open today so I could, know what's going on. So I went out to Burbank and went to a card shop first thing this morning, got a box. I was very happy, came back. I opened it so that, I don't want to share too much about everything that I hit because there should be a video posted right now about that. But then after I did that and recorded that and sent my video to Phil, I went to lunch and came back from lunch and there sitting on my porch is my 2 boxes I ordered from Dave and Adams. So
oh, buddy.
I got the bonus of opening a couple more boxes. So the video that's going to be coming out is or I guess is out now is going to be kind of like a compilation of those boxes. So
okay, so you're 3 boxes deep. What were your expectations beforehand? Like,
I've opened artifacts quite a bit in the past.
Shocking.
So my expectations were met with what I've experienced in the past, if that makes sense. So I personally am not like a huge artifacts fanboy, not like Stature or Clear Cut or something like that.
Yeah.
I understand what the product's for. There's a lot of mem pieces in the product. There's a lot of sticker autos in the product, which is something I don't necessarily chase. But for the price point, you have to realize this is a product that's a little bit more budget friendly. And especially if you wait like a couple of months or whatever, prices generally go down and you can pick up boxes for cheaper. So
was it weird having a whole new rookie class and a whole bunch of names that you were not familiar with?
Yeah, I was. So English is my first language, but I'm not very good at it. So reading like new names of players, especially players haven't heard anyone say their names before, is a little bit nerve-wracking for me because I can't pronounce anything to save my life. Fortunately, the rookies that I pulled, pretty much most of them were pretty basic names, so I didn't have to struggle too hard with that. So, but as far as like the rookie class, other than like the main ones, like Demidov and a few others that played last year, I'm not really familiar with them. And then as far as like the ones that were recently drafted, like Micah Misa and players like that, you're not reading their names because those are all redemptions. So
yeah,
if you're pulling any of those names, it's going to be redemption related.
Gotcha. What did you think of the design?
The design is good. It's very artifacts-y. I do have
Technical terms.
cards I can show. So, like I said, I don't want to give too much away, but this is the base design of the card. So it has kind of that,
I like the foil.
Yep, the foil is really nice. It's got the artifacts look to it. It's I do like that it's just like a nice white card. You got the foiling on the side. So that's really nice. One thing I do want to mention though, and be careful when you're opening your boxes, is you kind of have your base set, which I believe is the first 100 cards. And then you go to like your stars, and that base set is actually numbered out of 699, and they are identical to the base. As you can see, the foiling, everything is exactly the same, but on the Panarin, you have a number on the back.
So the numbers are on the back.
The numbers are on the back. So that is something that they changed up this year. I don't know if that was because of the printer or they just wanted to change it up a little bit, but the numbers are on the back. So if you're flipping through and you're like, I didn't get a hit, I didn't get a number card, all the cards look the same, there's probably a number card that looks just like the regular base cards.
Are you guys number on front or number on back, guys? Like, what's your preference?
Personally, I like the number on the front because you just see it right away.
Yeah.
Depends on the card for me. Because if it gets hidden in the design,
yeah,
then throw it on back.
Yeah, sometimes it's like where you're like having to move the card around and like actually see like the numbering, or you're like, oh, there's a number on here, I didn't even see it. So yeah, that is a very good point. Depends on the design.
So give us like your top things you like, top things that you maybe issues you saw or things you didn't like.
I did watch some breaks just to kind of get a feel of more than just the few boxes that I opened. Like I said before, I felt like if Artifacts is a product that you love, you're not going to be disappointed with the set that came out today because it's per par of what they've produced in the past. I do know that there are some kind of cooler chase cards and some rarity cards. There is an autograph set that I actually pulled a card or two from that I think is a really cool look. And so it's not just like the exact same as in years past. They do have the antiquity cards that I really like. And I actually did pull an antiquity card.
The stained glass one, right?
Yeah, the stained glass one. Those cards are really cool. So I didn't pull
better in hand than you thought.
Yeah, they look sharp. I mean,
oh, nice.
Yeah. Also, the Orem cards are amazing. Like the Orem cards are part of the bounty program, and so generally speaking, unless you sell it in the first couple of weeks or whatever,
do you do it?
What's
do you do the bounty program? You're one of them?
Do not. No, okay. I don't do the bounty program, but here, I'll give you a look at the Orem. Here's a William Nylander, but they are a really nice looking card.
Those look nice.
I see a lot of people maybe wanting to collect the set of this even if they're not fulfilling the bounty, just because these cards look really nice and really sharp. And then they obviously have parallels to this. They have numbered ones. There's like a black one, I believe, out of 10.
Okay.
I believe our good friend Anthony Felix Potvin Collector pulled a Luke Robitaille, and it looks really, really nice. Very, very sharp looking card.
Might have to pry that out of his hands.
Yeah, I might have to do some negotiating.
You have to change Sophia's diapers. Give me 15 diaper changes, and that card is yours, buddy.
Done.
Okay,
I can change a diaper so fast. I have so much practice. I haven't done it for a while, but I had a lot of practice.
It's like riding a bike, Dave. No problem. It's no problem.
I had 3 in diapers at a time twice, so it was,
I never minded. That never bothered me. Yeah, some people, some dudes really can't. They like, they can't do it. Doesn't bother me.
We would go to Costco, and I'd had one cart that was filled with food, and the other cart was just the diaper cart. And we just
you had 5 kids, dude. Stop making your boy swim so hard.
Okay, now how do we do this again? Are we doing palm tree ratings out of 5? Is that what we decided?
I feel like I'm gonna mix it up. So maybe one week will be palm trees, one week will be surfboards.
No, it's got to be consistent.
Balls.
Nah, it's not.
No, you don't like that?
No.
It's a lot of
that
work.
doesn't mean I might. I don't like that, and if I know
people got to know what to expect. They want to know so you need to pick one and go with it. That's your homework. But
surfboards, palm trees.
Yeah.
What else is in California?
Well, what number out of 5 are you giving this one?
So I'm giving it a 3.5 palm trees out of 5.
What? Okay. Really?
Yeah. Harsh.
Oh. No, I thought that's very good. Harsh?
Okay, no, I don't know. No, I was just being controversial.
How's 75% harsh?
Stature was 5 out of 5. There's going to be very few 5 out of 5s. I believe that because I opened the product and I got what I was expecting, it wasn't like, oh, wow, what just happened? I think if that happened, then it would be lower. But going in and knowing what the product was, it's just, it is what I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Yeah. Can we, so you say 7 out of 10. That's fair. Not 6. Would you say 6? I feel like you want to say 6 out of 10 more than 7.
You're trying to convince him.
How about 6.5 out of 10? Is that
okay? So so you got to have 10. It can't be 5. 5's too not detailed. It's got to be 10. It's got to be 10. So 6.5 out of 10. That's your official.
That sounds about right. Yeah, like I said before, Artifacts is not a product that I get too excited about, just because of the type of product it is. But as far as the product that they put out this year, I feel like it fulfilled what people wanted within the product of those who like the product.
The politician here. Everybody wins.
What are you running for mayor?
Everybody wins.
Wow, Dave, that is a beautiful card.
I know. See that?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
So maybe it will be mine someday.
Well, thank you for that report. You got to stick around because on Tuesday, a leaked 2025-26 Series 1 Young Guns checklist started to spring up online. I first saw it on Reddit. Others say it popped up on a certified diamond dealer's Facebook page. So we reached out to sources at Upper Deck. Sorry, just always wanted to say that. Anyways, our sources have confirmed that the leaked checklist is in fact the real 23 or 25-26 Series 1 Young Guns checklist. So now that it's out, we will review and judge the highlights of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you think Billy got in trouble? Do you think Billy got in trouble for leaking the checklist?
Oh,
maybe.
Here's what I told our sources. I said the second you put this in a certified diamond dealer's hand, it's going to get out because we're scrambling to get an announcement out. It's like you knew. I think that leaked is a very loose term.
I don't think the anticipation is what they might think it is. I mean, we like getting it, but I don't wake up being like, "Woo, it's checklist."
Well, not since the Bedley one, yeah. But I will say though, the first thing I found interesting is the card number 201, the longer you're in the hobby, is sort of hallowed ground when it comes to Young Guns. That's the McDavid Young Guns. That's the big player, and Artyom Levshinov gets the 201 treatment over Ivan Demidov. Is this controversy? Hobby drama? Should we be shocked, appalled? What do we
Maybe they
think
wanted
about
to
this?
stick with the Chicago thing.
Chicago?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe they just did it so far in advance that they didn't know. So
I like me some Artem Luchentov.
Well, they tracked
Artem.
Demidov's plane from Russia to freaking North America like a bunch of crazy people. They knew.
Maybe he'll be fired up by this. Maybe this is like a chip on the shoulder moment for Ivan Demidov, that he'll carry this into the season and tear the league apart because how dare they not give him the number 201 Young Guns? Or he just doesn't, we'll never know and care. But there we go. Okay, so here's the thing that I think is most interesting in the checklist, and you can go see the full thing on our Instagram. And we know Demidov is going to be the biggest chase, but who's going to be like the second? So if Demidov's Young Guns is, let's say, at 100 or more, who's going to be the guy that commands out of the gates the second most value? I have a list here, and you guys are going to tell me. Yeah, there we go. It will either be Levshinov, Gabe Perreault, who sounds like a lawyer name to me, our boy Jimmy Snuggerud. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Quinn Hudson. Okay, this is getting weird. So you guys know that Quinn Hudson is Lane Hudson's brother.
Yeah.
Also shares the same name as Quinn Hughes. So
Oh, come on.
no. What family does this kid want to be in? Does he want to be a Hughes bro or does he want to be a Hudson bro?
Well,
think he's better
Suzuki's
decide.
brothers in this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah,
trying to
but-
confuse Phil as much as possible. Now his brain's all going to be mashed up.
Elias Pettersson, another one.
Yeah, plays
Yep.
for the Canucks.
Yeah.
And he plays for the same team.
But he's a defenseman. You have Dalibor Dvorsky, Zane Parake, and Ryan Leonard. So between Levshinov, Gabe Perreault, Jimmy Snuggs, I don't even know if Quinn Hudson's good. I just put Dvorsky, Parake, and Ryan Leonard. Who do you guys think is like?
Holy,
number
lots
two guy.
of lots of nepotism here.
I'm gonna go Ryan Leonard.
You think so?
Yep.
Because he got a lot of press during the OV goal chase last year.
I think it might be Snuggy just because everyone likes
He's
saying
good.
his name, and that's just a fun player to talk about. So
Yeah.
maybe just having that nickname will carry him into the hobby.
I don't know enough about these players, so I'm gonna go out of left field and go Parker Ford because that is the name of my lawyer's son when he was born. So, that's good.
Very specific and weird.
It's not him. He'd be like 12 or
Yeah.
13 now, but yeah, it's a familiar name. Makes me comfortable.
Levchinov and Demidov are the Young Guns checklist, if anyone cares about that.
No.
I do have one major complaint.
Let's have it.
What the heck, Upper Deck?
What now? What?
Louis, they hate us.
Yeah. We know
We
that.
are in the midst of Kaprizov trauma.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I've been counting on my Zeev,
I know.
Bium, Young
Oh.
Guns to help me through it. And he's not on the checklist.
It's okay though. I told you this earlier. It's okay. We'll let this one pass and then he'll be focused on in the next one.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be like extended. But come on. How
That
can you
would
not
do
put
him
Zeev?
dirty. I do agree with you.
Oh,
Don't know.
yeah. All right.
Is he eligible? He played a few games.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was good. Played in the
Oh,
playoffs
okay.
for the while.
Well, all these kids are good.
All
Whether it
three
translates,
games we play in the playoffs, but
all these lads are good. They got to play the big show game though. It's a different hockey game.
so here we are, California Dave. We got artifacts coming out. You got all these new Ricky cards. Now you have new Young Guns. That October 8th, I believe, is when this is scheduled. No, October 15th. You have Ultimate
see?
on
Screwed
October
it up
8th.
again.
I think Ultimate's before it, right?
Yeah, on October 8th, and then this would be the week later on October 15th. So be pretty crazy.
Yep. Lots of money.
Okay, personal pickups. Phil, you got something to
Yeah!
share?
Got
What
a
do you got?
goodie. 1981, Euros born. 1981, 82, Wayne Gretzky. Well, it's just a base card, but it's from Topps, and I didn't have one. I'm trying to get the Topps O-Pee-Chee, all the cards. I mean, 90% of the way there, but some of them are pretty grungy, and I'm a little embarrassed when I reveal my TLBG to my gang when I make my video. I want the cards to be up to my rating schedule. I want it to be good. So I'm big on centering. I'm big on corners. Tilt doesn't bother me. Registration, not so much. But this card was great. And this cost me like $12, $13. Very
Wow.
cheap. Very, very cheap. Because it's tops. So the O-Pee-Chees are like 3 or 4 times the price. And I'm lucky I live in Canada, and a lot of Canadians don't seem to pay too much attention to tops. So taking full advantage. Yeah. That's
Nice.
it. That's all I got. Yeah.
Louis, you got anything?
Negative, sir. More
Okay.
going out the door than in the door right now.
Okay. Dave, I know you have a
Yeah.
personal. Oh, we'll go to Dave real quick. So, how many cases of stature are we ripping through now?
So I've ripped almost one case because I sold some of the boxes to Robert.
He says it on every video. Man, Dave's so nice. He gave me another box, man.
So I have to fill his addiction too. So we both have a problem. We have a support group we go to and sit next to each other and hold hands. So yeah, it's really nice. But I did get my second case. It is safely secure
In the
in a high
backyard.
place. The ladder has been taken away. I'm not allowed to access it. So
Oh, so this is the one that you think you're going to store and keep for a while?
you say that with so much confidence. Yes,
I say that with zero
storing this
confidence.
one.
We have a bet, and not one bet is longer than 6 days.
Yep.
Be honest, how
well-
tempted have you been to go when you're opening up artifacts and you're like, you know, what would be so much more fun is opening stature.
That's true.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's thinking.
I
He just
bet you-
throws the box. Screw this. I'm getting stature.
I guarantee you, if we just magically show up at Dave's house this weekend, that case gets opened.
You should
Yes.
bring it to Saskatoon and open it in front of us.
Weighs too much. Gotta pack it.
Weighs too much.
It's
Check
actually
a bag.
it's actually a pretty small box. You're like, wow, that's the whole case. It's,
So it would easily
Think of a
fit
lot.
in a carry-on.
yeah, it really easily would fit in a carry-on.
How
It's
big
coming
is
to
a
Saskatoon.
carry-on? Stresses me out. I haven't been on a plane in like 15 years. I had to call Josh when I booked my ticket. I'm like, what are these carry-ons? And what's the difference between a carry-on and luggage? He's like, oh my God.
We'll figure it out, Phil.
I'll figure
You're
it out.
you are such an enigma. I know it's a big word, but
That's okay.
like I would not want anyone more, or I would how would I say this? I wouldn't want anyone else with me in like a back alley where bad stuff is going down. But when it comes to doing like normal adult things, sometimes you turn into like prepubescent, like meek
Yeah.
little, "Me, help me, help me."
Well, I don't like asking for help. It looks, I need help. I'm not
I know you
asking
need
for
a lot of help.
Mhm.
it. Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
I had 2 personal pickups. I think I haven't even had time to see if I'm done with this yet, but I think I got the last 2 cards I needed for all 30 of the holotypes from 24-25 Series 1, which I got to get done because on October 15th, that'll all start again. And I just love these cards. Have
I
you
sent
committed?
a Panarin. Didn't I send you a Panarin? I thought
you
maybe
sent me a
Louis
different
swiped
one.
it. Oh, I thought I did. Sorry, buddy. I have a double of it then.
Are you committed to the pot, guys? Is everyone gonna? Oh, I don't know if you did it,
Got
Louis.
that
but
right.
Not that pot.
Don't have to ask me twice. Who's Leitner?
Are you guys gonna build the next round of 30? Are you gonna continue with it, or are you done with the whole holotype thing?
All the way.
Yeah.
All the way. Yeah, isn't
too.
that a Gong Show thing?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he's
I'll
not
have
doing-
I'll get my 3rd one, and Phil will be like, "Oh, I have 7 of those already."
No. I'm done buying the doubles of that stuff. Yeah. No. I
You don't
I
even
wanna-
know you buy the doubles.
You don't
That's
even
the
know
thing.
yourself. I want to buy. I want just a top loader binder with just the holotypes. I think that's pretty epic because it'll fit them all, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Yeah.
I'm
Is there
excited to see
3
who's on the
sets?
checklist.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Is that what it is? 3 sets?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think they've said that they're.
Oh.
I
Gonna
don't think
stop.
they know either.
I would
Maybe.
assume it was a kind of a big hit. I think people were into it, or maybe just us. Maybe we're gonna.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
continue.
think a lot of people care about I think just us.
Really?
Us homers. Yeah.
Losers. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Speak up in the comments. Josh wants to know. Do you like holotypes or not?
Mm.
Mm.
Well,
Well, I was going to play something that I can't find it that Phil hates. You know what I'm talking about.
Don't if you play it, I quit. You're 1 week. I can't, dude. Don't. I have trauma from that. I can't. Please don't. Get me on anything else, but not that. Don't forget, I have your voice cloned. You be careful. I've been a very good boy, not getting anything at you.
Yeah.
Waiting. I'm just waiting in the shadows for the Madigan to screw up.
Okay. If you like the episode, please leave a rating and review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, Dave's on it. So that's something. You want to support us, chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server. Please consider a $5 a month donation. Join our $9.99 support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description and our Instagram, TikTok profiles on our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com. Or Patreon's website, patreon.com, and just search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. We're on social media. Follow us all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dollar Box Ventures LLC. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Louie. Baba Louie, take us out.
Discord, get your Gong Show reloaded right now, boys. Bye.
It's the Gong Show. We're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire. No holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go. Wanna say them in show.
Amen, brother.